Good evening guys and welcome to this video. This is the first day of the demo. Now before I show you what happened through the day, I will leave a very small primer on how to see and watch AVWAPs is required. That is the anchored VWAPs. Now on the anchored VWAP chart, what you normally see are three lines. One is the red line, one is the blue line, this one, and one is the yellow line. Now this red line which you see, uses high as its constituent. That is, it is the anchored VWAP is drawn by taking high as one of the major factors, just averaging the highs, VWAP of the highs. This blue is the VWAP of the lows, and the yellow line is simply the average of these two lines. Okay, this is how these three lines are drawn. Now in the main course there are quite a few videos regarding AVWAPs, its basics, how to trade the AVWAP itself and stuff, but this is a quick primer. So what we kind of say is that this red line is basically supply, this blue line is basically demand, and this yellow line is in between is basically who is winning, I mean the bulls or the bears. So if this blue line is flat, that means demand or bulls are unable to take this price up, demand is not coming at higher price. If the red line is coming down, that means there is increasing supply as price is going down, so bears are winning. Okay, so absolutely this basics is there. So now let us see today opening. So basically today when market opened, initial buy triggers were there because initially you will see this particular light blue line was holding straight. Okay, that means this was not sloping down, so demand was not going down, demand was somewhere around 25,050 on futures, and that was also a massive support zone. So market was running out there, took this support, jumped a bit. Here if we come, this is turning bullish now. Okay, why I'm saying this is turning bullish? Because see, the prices are also above the mid AVWAP and prices start to go up. Okay, if I show like this, I think this will be better. Yeah, this is a bar by bar replay so that you can understand what's going on. Okay, this is today morning. The first two bars, say 9:15 and 9:20, obviously you see that the market is looking bullish. There's an expansion, this is bullish. This is telling you bullish bias with expansion potential, long trades favored, correct? So even if prices come down from here, go up, come down, go up, unless this particular line is broken, this supply is broken, I am not going to look for bearish trades. I need prices to trade below this, only then I will be looking for bearish trades. Let us proceed. This is telling bearish, but it is not telling you short trades. It is telling you monitor closely. So when the market is going up, it is telling you take bullish trades. When the market in a bar is coming down, it is telling you it is mixed signal. So basically the bear move is not supposed to progress in a big way. See, again, this came down to something like 25.53 and jumped up immediately to 25.108. This was a 50-point move. So again, from here, when it suggested that this was a bullish bias with long potential, you should have been looking for longs around here with a stop loss below this lower AVWAP line. Okay, let us see. Okay, now this has closed below the AVWAP. What does the note say? Mixed signals. It does not tell you that the market has become bearish and you need to short, you go buy puts and stuff. It doesn't, the notes doesn't confirm. Again goes back to mixed signals and prices again, I will just remove this red line. Prices are again above the lower AVWAP. Mixed signals, nothing to do. This is on an expansion note. Neutral, mixed signals. It is almost going above the middle AVWAP. Let us see. See, here market sold off a bit, took support again, as I said, the lower AVWAP and went up. Now this is going into an expansion bias with medium momentum and good confidence. That is, if the market moves anywhere now, this side or this side, you can take this move with good confidence. Let's see which way it moves. It is moving up. In this particular bar, what do I see? This support held again. We have closed above the middle AVWAP, so I go long at somewhere around 25.77. Next bar I am up to 25.90. Everything is turning bullish. This is also telling you bullish bias with expansion potential, long trades favored and stuff. We are here. bam, 25,117. So I entered somewhere around here, I guess, 2577, 25,117. This is like 23 and 17, 40 points. So if you are day trading, 40 points in Nifty is sufficient enough, I guess. And this was a screenshot I posted on Twitter. When this was getting hit, this particular note said expansion with slowing momentum, watch for reversal. That is, this momentum which was there in expansion is now slowing down. It told it around here. So now watch for reversal. Reversal means if this price was going up, watch for reversal means price will correct. It does not say the price will fall 200 points or stuff. But here upside momentum is probably going to end. So no use in staying in longs or taking new longs, rather wait for reversal. Let's see what happens. This I tweeted also, you can go and see the tweet. Next bar is up. Here comes the reversal. Right? Now when this market is coming down, I know this is my support, right? 25,050. See, from the morning, this particular zone is working as a very strong support throughout the day. Till then at least. Now I am looking for trades because regime is still kind of on an expansive mode. You got a buy signal out here. You took the buy at 75. Next bar you are up to this 95. Again, this is your supply zone. As I said, now you see this red upper AVWAP. It has actually come down a notch. This blue is not going up. This red is coming down. That means there is overhead supply in the market. So now I am expecting that market will probably stay flat around here or start correcting, because supply has started to come in. So this is a bullish signal. I will not poke, and this is also entered into a congestion zone. Congestion. Buy signal I will not take. I am within a congestion zone and we are still hitting that particular supply zone upper AVWAP. I am waiting for a sell signal or something of that sort, or let us this lower AVWAP break and we start trading below it. No, again we go up. If I see the regime now, it is either neutral or congestion. If you see, it was hovering among congestion and neutral. I want this to expand, only then I will have a trade. So I need one bar where this kind of expands. This is also not giving me any confidence to go short even if the lower AVWAP is broken. But here what is happening is, at this particular point, if you notice now, your demand is at the same place. This is not going up. Your supply is continuously coming down. Whenever you see this, this is kind of bearish. If you are a kind of chartist or a technical analyst, by now you must have realized what this is doing is, it is making a triangle pattern kind of this. So what happens when you make a triangle like this? When this breaks, it goes down here. If this breaks, it goes up here. So rather than drawing a triangle, what I'm now going to do is, if it goes above this upper AVWAP, this starts to expand and this starts to give me green, then probably this will be a buy. Otherwise, if this breaks there, it becomes red, it starts to expand, this will be a sell. Let us see. Okay, I get multiple sell signals out here. Now this is interesting. Interesting because this is around, the first signal is around 1225, right? Now this is a sell signal. Your bias is neutral, your regime is neutral. Notes is telling you mixed signals, monitor closely, so you cannot buy a put. In order to buy a put, this has to be expanding. This should tell you that it is bearish, there is strong momentum on the downside and stuff. But what you can do out here is, you can sell a call. So you are at 25.53, this upper level is around 25.80. Let us say pick up 25.100 call, and this time is like 12.30. Okay, 12.30. 25.100 call. So this is 22nd May call, 25.100, 12.30, 12.30 somewhere around here. So if I sell a call at 12.30 around here, this price is at 123 and the VWAP of this particular call is placed at 133. So the simple trade is sell the call at 123, put a stop loss at 133 and wait. What happens? Let's come back to the chart. It jumps up and down, but if you notice out here, From 12:30 your stop loss actually never gets hit. This is going up down, it is going down only. In fact, if you sold this call at 123 at around 325, this was around 90 bucks. So you would have got 33-34 bucks on this particular call by selling this. If you are feeling nervous about selling a naked call, I would suggest sell 25 100 and buy 25 200. That becomes a call spread. It becomes much more risk neutral, kind of risk covered or hedged, you can say. So let us proceed. Now this is interesting because now we are continuously trading below this lower AVWAP. So very soon probably a downside move is going to come, because now the bears are having the upper hand. They are continuously bringing the upper AVWAP down. Lower AVWAP is at same place. It is not going up. Here comes the sell. Right? So around this place, this way your sells. So this place you basically sold a call. This particular point, when you are, see, this blue line has actually vanished. So that means there is no demand from here. So this particular bar, there is no demand. You are already in a sell. The lower trend indicator bias is giving you a sell. You are still not in an expansion. So rather than buying your normal size, you can buy 50% of your size in puts. You buy 25 100 puts, your stop loss will become something like here. So this time is 130. So this is your 130 and this is 25,000 put. Let's go to 25 100 put. Slightly in the money. Yeah. So I need the time of 130. Yeah. It is quoting at around 212. It is above the VWAP of 208. So if I buy at 212, I will give this low as stop loss, which is 196. Fair enough. And from here, it straight go to 277. So this is your move on the upside on the put. This particular move. So when it comes out here, this still doesn't tell you that this is it is not expanding. If at one bar it was expanding, then it became neutral. And the notes is not telling you to continue a short. So if you are short from out here, you need to square it off, sit back and watch the fun. See, mix it now. See, this blue line till here was not there. Here it started appearing, which means there is some demand at this lower prices. Demand has started coming into the market. When this happens, this does not fall directly. It either bounces or becomes flat. And today what happened was it became flat. See? Now this is providing the support. The similar way this blue line was providing a support. Okay. That covers the analysis for today. Now what am I expecting for tomorrow? From this particular chart, we ended the day somewhere at a congestion, right? This was not a very clean move. So tomorrow I'll be basically, if I want to be bullish, I'll be basically looking for this 25033. If this gets crossed, I will think of bullishness, this AVWAP. And on the downside, if we break today's low, I'll be looking for downsides, provided all these things come into place. Now this is the video, but the email you have received contains a step-by-step analysis of today's chart, and it is written out there also. So there's attached, if you see that writing, you can read that. I have also written that because a lot of people take in information when it's written well, a lot of people take in information well when it comes to a video, right? So I have done both. The writing is obviously, I have got some time to think about and write, so it will be much more structured, and this video would be a bit rambling because after a full day of trading I am also a bit tired. So that's enough for today. Now tomorrow obviously is another day, and the test of any system comes on days in which it is more or less congested, like today. In a trending day everything will work, this system will be superlative. You have got 5 days of demo, so you can see when it comes. Okay, if somebody is watching this tomorrow on Sensex, just remember 2 things. Number 1, if you are on a free trading view plan, or even if you are on a paid trading view plan, If you have not taken a Sensex data subscription, your Sensex chart data is 15 minutes late, correct? So you cannot use that in trading. If you have taken a data feed of Sensex and if you are using Sensex, then also your AVWAP navigator will not work. The AVWAPs will not come because the Sensex index data on TradingView does not have volumes. Okay, so you will have to work on just the volatility quant engine. It's not that it doesn't work. If possible, I will show some examples tomorrow of Sensex. Tomorrow we have the expiry. For example, if I traded this today, this was a kind of odd day, but this sells. If you see this particular zone out here, it is totally underselling. So this is the zone where market was expected to go down, kind of this. So that's one point. And secondarily, I will suggest you stick to Nifty because I will cover the Nifty analysis again tomorrow and show you what has happened in Nifty and stuff. Let's stick to one particular security. So in the email, there's a lot of writing, a quantitative analysis of what happened today, and this video is also going with there so that you understand in simple terms how to trade the system on any given day. Okay, thank you. See you all again tomorrow.